So now, the Berean Christians would go home and search the scriptures. I highly encourage that let us make it, when you sound old for a minute, it's cut saved. Let's see with a pen and paper. Now at least you've got phones, you can type your notes on your phone and at least have notes. So that if there's something that you're like, nah, I don't think this adds up. Come on Wednesday, cell group, your cell group leader. You come up your cell group leader with questions upon questions.
Yeah.
If your cell group leader has good answers, they've got a supervisor right above them. So if the supervisor has good answers, they've got a district pastor right above them. So if the district pastor has good answers, they've got access to one. After all, the right? So your answer eventually will get to you. But if we are not constantly questioning our seniors, our cell group leaders, those people, we assume, we assume that what we taught on Sunday, you are okay with it, we can proceed. We are done with Genesis, we go to Exodus, we're done with Exodus, we go to John. We are forever coming with new revelations. But I want to find out that very same, the first revelation that was taught, you are still confused with it. We did not grab it. Or what does it really mean? So, the theme of the month, the theme of the week, the theme of the event is the awakening of your burning fire. Right? Yes. So the first part of the theme is the awakening. So that to me, as I was preparing, implies there are those of us who are sleeping.
Okay.
There's an element whereby we are sleeping. So, that's a question. Spiritually, are you sleeping or are you awake? Hey. Financially, are you sleeping or are you awake? Career-wise, are you sleeping or are you awake? Ask Umakiro are you awake or are you sleeping? Wait for the answer. When Paul speaks to the Hebrews, he says to them, by now, you are supposed to be teachers of the word. By now. But because we are sleeping, you are still expecting to be taught and you are still eating milk. Whereas Paul says, by now. So if you were to use a barometer, how long have you been under this vision where every member is a leader? By now, you're supposed to be a leader in a particular department, but you are still expecting to be followed up. He says, by now you're supposed to be an intercessor, but you're still expecting to be taught on how to pray, the principles of prayer. Get the book by Nelson and Rowe, The Power and Purpose of Prayer. You are expecting us to still teach. Whereas Paul says, by now you are supposed to be an evangelist.
Oh, yes.
An evangelist, we don't have to call an outreach, we have an open air. Wherever you go, that's your pulpit, you've got a mic, you tell them, so the question is, where are you? What they by now? When you do a self-introspection, when you sit down and you look at yourself, I've been saying, okay, I said, we grew up in church, right? My mother and Papa gave bishop, we grew up in church, but I think I took Christianity serious or this Basarani business serious when I got to tertiary and now we started tithing and all those things. That's when we started taking. So I'd say I've been saying for like the past 20 years or so. So by now, where am I? You've been in a Bible school teaching church or Bible teaching church, but you are not growing. What's the hold up? Could it be that we are not behaving like the Berean Christians when we go home? We are done. This is only for Sunday purposes. Number one. Number two, we are sleeping. As the theme implies, we find ourselves sleeping on ourselves. So, this is why we need to ignite one another's burning fire.
Yes, Lord.
This is why the relationship between me and the church, me and other members, it should be that of Mary and Elizabeth. When they came together, for those that don't know the story, Elizabeth was pregnant for 6 months. When Mary got pregnant by the Holy Ghost, I think we are here because of Jesus Christ. Miraculously, Mary got pregnant. So, Uyaku cousin or auntie, something along those lines, to meet up with Elizabeth. When they meet up, it is proposed by scholars that John the Baptist was a stillborn. So when Jesus Christ, the baby Jesus Christ in Mary, came in contact with John the stillborn, he leaped for joy. So the relationship between me and the church and other church members, whenever I come into this place, something must leap for joy.
Come on now. Amen.
I know we're igniting the burning fire. So if I'm coming here and I'm complaining, and I've got stories upon that one, about that one, about that one, how is that thing gonna leap for joy? How is that pain, that passion, that thing that God has placed in you here? Because you and God know it needs to live for joy. Otherwise, we become religious about coming to church. It's an activity we do every week, but we do not see progress in your life. We do not see growth because there's nothing leaping for joy. Amen.
Amen.
So, Peter says, you are a royal priesthood. Those are the titles that Peter gives us, right? So now, the royal part deals with the king in you. So he says you are a king. At the same time, you are a priest. So you hold two offices.
Two offices, yes.
So now, the king aspect, as I was looking at it, deals with the king finances the ministry. The king finances the things of God. So now, as you are the king, where are the finances in the life? Where are they? Could it be that you are sleeping on the king who is in you? You have not lived for joy. You have not ignited the king in you to do great exploits. I hope you all know the story of Solomon. Right? Solomon was the wealthiest king. With wisdom, of course. And then it says there was a point where even the servants in his court, the servants in Jerusalem, if I'm not mistaken, they were using teaspoons as gold. The teaspoons, they are gold. That's pure gold. That's how rich King Solomon was. That gold was common. So now, John 10:10, I have come so that you can have life and life in abundance. That's the type of abundance that we're supposed to be operating in. But we are not. Why is that? Could it be we are sleeping on ourselves?
My God.
So let's turn to John 11. Lena Burile, Baram also would prepare. Lena Burile, John 11, verse 11. I wonder who said that. So, as the messenger comes to Christ, when you look at John 11, the messenger comes to Christ and tells him, Lazarus, the one who you love, is sick. And then Jesus Christ, okay, sharp, and then he continues with this crusade. He continues ministering, he ministers. And then eventually, another messenger comes and says, don't worry, don't bother yourself. That guy is dead. He's no more. Right? So now, at 11, this is Jesus Christ telling his disciples. This thing said he, and after that he had said unto them, our friend Lazarus sleepeth, but I go that I may wake him out of his sleep. It took the word to wake Lazarus. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word came to dwell among them. So Christ is is the word. So it took the word to wake up Lazarus. I come to you this morning, family, telling you that whatever situation you're in, whatever slumber you find yourself, if your marriage, your marriage is sleeping, it will take the word to wake it up.
Amen.
Your finances are not okay, get the word.
Amen.
Your career is not career, get the word. In the getting of the word, you're getting Christ. So now, Hosea 4:6 says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Right? So what is knowledge? Knowledge is acquired information. So you can be like a doctor. You acquire information, smoking kills. Right? But we do find doctors that smoke. They've got knowledge that smoking kills. However, they're not applying that knowledge. So the application of knowledge is wisdom. 1 Corinthians 8. What does 1 Corinthians 1:8? It says, Christ has become our wisdom. So when you are getting that knowledge, you are getting Christ. You are getting wisdom, the application of knowledge. So this is where now, whatever situation, let's use finance, or your finances are not okay, you get knowledge on finance. It's not, Hosea does not say, my people perish because they're not praying enough. He says, my people perish because they don't have knowledge about finance. So that's why the finances are dribbling them. So you want to be financially okay or liberated, get knowledge. But after you get the knowledge, you need Christ, the wisdom to apply that knowledge so that your finances can be okay. Amen. So the mistake that we make as believers is we tend to misuse spiritual aspects in terms of natural things. We were talking with Umede with regards to health. Like if your health is, you are sleeping on your health is not okay. So I think we teach. Pastor said we teach. Jehovah Rapha. He's Jehovah the healer. Go to accept Christ, He will